Earth signs, this week the action seems to be in your third house of communication, of news, of messages, and it looks to be Venus getting in touch here. Keyword flattery, but really messages relating to love seem to be what is indicated for you, and that is reinforced by this message incoming of an offer of love. And this is a situation that could actually make you a lot happier. This is a dynamic situation, so moving into new territory that is more emotional, or at least the opportunity to. Now, this could be at the hands of fire sign energy person, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, or just somebody who is very charismatic and sort of entrepreneurial, maybe someone pretty independent. And it seems, though, that you are very wary of embarking on anything here. You have been stung in the past and it is keeping you immobilized. So you don't seem to have the appetite to be overly receptive to this shift that is coming in. And look at the energies here, lone wolf, the biker. This might be how you prefer to operate. But look at this, there is sort of a very deep friendship, unconditional love that seems to be on offer. So what does the universe want you to think about? Well, lean away from conflict and from defensiveness and expecting the worst. Lean towards going on this journey, jumping in, boots and all, without thinking too much about what is coming up with the Fool card there. But let's see what happens if you follow that advice and be sort of all in, and just be prepared to see where this takes you. What will be coming up? Well, it looks like there is another king entering the mix. So the King of Wands, fire sign energy, may have a bit of competition. Could be from an air sign individual. So that is a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, or just someone very smart, very cerebral, very witty, very clever, and quite cool-headed, not so emotional. But this king might be galloping in with a lot of passion for you out of the blue. And look at you just sitting there like feeling, wow, feeling actually very self-contained, full of love for yourself. But this could actually be a wish come true of this King of Swords riding in with a lot of passion for you. So you are going to have to call upon your inner knowing here. You're going to have to really tap in with yourself and discern which of these two options is the best one for you. But it really does feel like you need to escape the prison of your own mind. Wings of Light, becoming something new, indicates that this is your time to break into new territory and lighten up a lot. Confidence is your key to success, and that is not only self-confidence, but it's also in having faith that good things can happen to you. Rather than the negativity, the sort of the anxiety and the expectation that the worst will happen. Now, interestingly, the energy to lean away from is, because I wanted more advice on this, and it feels like it is material security as being your overriding factor. Relying on somebody else to come in and shower you with money doesn't seem to be the right fit this week. Instead, lean towards sex appeal with the devil. Also, lean towards kind of knowing that you can fulfill all your own needs. You can earn your own money. You are good at what you do, and there seems to be either don't look upon somebody else as the answer to all your financial security, because you can provide your own. So kind of just go where the devil lures you seems to be the answer here. Now, if that's not true for everyone, then what it feels like is do the work to make sure you are not lingering in a toxicity, in a negative kind of relationship paradigm that it's time for you to shift out of. So take that as it resonates for you. But look at this. There definitely does seem to be a message incoming, because remember the third house was the area that was highlighted right from the beginning of the reading. We get your resistance here because you are once bitten, twice shy. But there will be things coming to light with the Discovery card that will help you understand and navigate through this between your own inner promptings and messages and discoveries, just things that you learn about people. So my kind of take on this is not to leap into anything. If you have two different people chasing you, go with what feels more passionate to you rather than logical, oh, they'll provide for me. As long as you're not operating from a place of toxicity, you should be fine. So that might be a delicate balancing act. Lust, yes. Toxicity, no. They're both represented by the devil card here. So I'll just hold that up so you can get a few more keywords there. I'm not sure I'd lean towards greed and envy, but I'll show you the reverse card words because that is a bit more positive. Things to lean towards, leaving an abusive or toxic situation or ridding yourself of your own negative beliefs that you are doomed to repeat cycles. Let that go. You are becoming something new, and that is the energy to lean into. This positive confidence that you can rewrite your life and move into a new chapter. So I hope that helps. And now to look at the energy for all signs for the week ahead. So you are getting the message at the moment to pay attention to what you value in life, the second house there. Jupiter wants to expand your sense of what is valuable, precious to you. Now you can see the keyword is status because that is kind of a Jupiterian kind of vibe. Being a bit greedy for status, for the shiny golden things. Now, you might want to look at your own second house. If you know your rising sign, this is the very next door house. I've got Virgo rising, so my second house of what I value is Libra, which means in terms of finances, I'm often striving for balance, but swinging wildly between opposites. And it means I quite like spending money on pretty things. So I might be a bit superficial and I might value things that will enhance my appearance or be pretty to look at in my home. Now, so find out your rising sign, think about the next sign along and see how the flavor of that sign might impact what you value and how you value the things in your life. But Jupiter there is asking you to expand your view of what is important because there is some tension here around a feeling of lack maybe that you might be experiencing. And I asked for more information about what this problem is, and it seems to be you are a prisoner of your own mind here. And this does speak to status anxiety. It does speak to comparing yourself to other people, measuring yourself against the wrong ruler, and really focusing on things that aren't really vital to you. And the advice really is to let go of these old ideas, just get rid of them. They're out of date. It's sort of like, financial anxiety, status anxiety, needing the latest handbag or other kind of outward signs of value that you might peacock around with. I think every human is guilty of this in some way or other, and guilty is the wrong word, but we gravitate towards, adorning ourselves, and we always have. Look, I'm wearing earrings today. It's all part of it. But if it is making you miserable, if it is giving you a headache, then that is a signal that there is something a little bit out of whack here. And I asked what the antidote to this was, and it is finding more joy, finding celebration with like-minded people, with your family and friends, gathering together to hang out and just laugh, enjoy each other's company. It is to lighten up and have fun and seek joy. And I asked what the upshot will be, and that is really leaving behind a painful situation, moving on, escaping from this sort of Eight of Swords business, the being imprisoned by your own thoughts, ideas, and ambitions maybe, and just leaving it all behind, run away. So what else does the universe want you to know about this? Well, you may well be feeling some regret for something to do with your earning power or in your values system. You might be feeling like a failure, like you're not keeping up. But you're being urged to remember that life is a journey and there are no wrong paths. There are detours, there are maybe taking the long way home instead of the shortcut, but life is a journey and we make our own choices every day. It's up to us. And every time you make a choice, you realign yourself. Even a 1 degree shift in your direction will take you to a very different place eventually. So it might only feel like a tiny shift, but any shift to elevate your mood, to help you align with joy is going to help. And that is sort of like the joy and the beautiful free things of life, and that old thing, the beauty of nature, your favorite pet, some craft that you might do in your own time that you really enjoy the action of doing. Really, it is time to say game over to whatever kind of treadmill you've got yourself on of trying to keep up with other people, or comparing yourself, judging by a kind of human success, which is not what we're here to do, really. We're spiritual beings who are here to experience all the joys of human life. Ice cream, whatever it is, just the feeling of stuff, the smell of the air, the sound and the feel of the water. I mean, it's all what we're here to experience. It's not really about accumulation of shit, because when it's time to go, you can't take any of that with you. It's an oldie but a goodie, it's just things left scattered on the surface of the world. And what's real, what's important is within, and it's what goes with you. So you want to get rich within in this life. And sure, we all want lovely things. I've got Libra in the second house, so you won't catch me, getting rid of the things that I love to look at. But it's about rehabituating your desires so that you enjoy looking at a flower rather than needing to look at all the fancy things that you can't afford in a glossy magazine or on a website. So I hope that helps, my darlings. That's a bit of a pep talk for all signs for the week ahead. If you would like your own personal reading on this topic or any other, go to my website, abundancelovejoy.com. I would love to do a reading for you, but meanwhile, this is Sarah wishing you much abundance, love, and joy.